نتكلم في هذه المرة عن the students والأسئلة الموجودة هنا. What is your admission policy? And have you a student transfer policy? And do you have policy for credits transfer? Of course, this is a governmental school of medicine, and the rules and regulations for admission of students comes from the Ministry of Higher Education, from the admission office, where a very difficult competition is carried out there, and we receive highly qualified students after the Sudan medical certificate. Usually, the Dean faculty sends a letter to the University Academic Affairs Department, where they send a letter to the Ministry of Higher Education, the admission office, in which the number of seats available are declared. And they send the same number of students or a little bit more. On arrival to the medical school, the student and his guardian, father or mother or uncle, they sit with a committee composed of seniors of the staff. They give them a talk about the School of Medicine and its curriculum, and at the same time they discuss the socioeconomic status of the family, and they agree on the academic fees, the amount of money, the tuition fees to be paid annually by the family. And the guardian and the student have to sign two forms, one for agreeing to pay the fees, and the second agreeing to comply with the rules and regulations of the university and the School of Medicine. Also, the Faculty of Medicine, this Faculty of Medicine has a student transfer policy, but because the situation of the seats is very tight, in the last few years, almost no student was transferred to this School of Medicine because they did not find a chance of a seat. And usually our students do not like to go to other schools of medicine. They are very happy to continue their study in this School of Medicine. But this Faculty of Medicine has no policy for transfer of credits after examinations with any other School of Medicine. Now, the relationship between the school mission and the mission and the admission and desired quality of graduates. Usually, after enrollment in this School of Medicine, the student will be given a booklet that is academic guide for him, at least to follow all the courses and to see the types of learning and training in this Faculty of Medicine and all the other activities, and will be followed up closely and till he is graduated. Objectives are written very clear in each module and in each lecture, and so that the outcomes will be guaranteed. The students have, the Faculty of Medicine has an appeal policy for the students if they would like to revise their examination markings. They have to write an appeal to the head of the department to be forwarded then to the Dean faculty, and after that to the Dean of the Academic Affairs, where the student has to pay special fees, and a committee will be assigned to revise the marking, and the result they end with will be given to the student as a final result and will be fixed in his file in the faculty, and a copy will be fixed in the University Academic Affairs Department. Usually the regulation of admission according to the capacity and availability of seats in the faculty. Student counseling and support. Yes, this School of Medicine has a policy and has an office and have specialized people, a number of staff working in the student supervision and student support office. And they have a policy for social, financial, medical, and academic support of students. And also the students are encouraged to attend workshops on career guidance and career development. And these workshops are usually held by the Student Society OMSIS and attended by seniors of the staff. The students' representation, students are represented in all official committees in the Faculty of Medicine, including the faculty board, but they do not attend the sessions for discussion of the examination results. And how do we encourage activities of the students, organizations, and exchange program? I will speak in a minute about this. The students have their official representation through Omdurman Medical Student Society, OMSIS, which has a specialized committee in academic advisory office to support rural healthcare trips. And the faculty support this activity both financially and with medical equipment. And we'll see an evidence in a minute. Sports, including all types of tournaments, football, volleyball, tennis, chess, and swimming, etc. The student, also this is supported by the administration of the Faculty of Medicine. A student exchange in collaboration with GEMIX and Medicine Sudan. We'll talk in a minute about it. The university student deanship encourages and finances the student exchange program. The students have program for student activities through Omdurman Medical Student Society, OMSIS. A standing committee on medical education, SCOMI, these are the committees they have in OMSIS. A standing committee on medical education, SCOMI. A standing committee on professional exchange, SCOPI. And a standing committee on reproductive health and AIDS, SCORA, and a standing committee on human rights and peace, SCORE, a standing committee on public health, and a standing committee on research exchange through the GEMIX system. The students had a special event in 2021 for honoring outstanding students. That was done by Omdurman Medical Students Association Local General Assembly in July 2021. And they participated in the Mental Health Conference, where students played great role in the organization of that event. And this is one of their advertisements for workshops, building trust, and presentations. And here is another one, session on healthcare system, and another session on enrollment of medical students in healthcare system. This is a very brilliant one. Also, they have a day, in another day, 2 sessions. One, quality improvement, presented by Dr. Salih Abdurrahman, a staff member of this Faculty of Medicine. She's ENT surgeon. And another session on social accountability on medical education. Also, in another event, they have a discussion on advocacy for patients, medical ethics session, and child abuse symposium. And this is a picture of a trip that went to the northern province. Usually, the students collect a lot of medicines to distribute it, and usually they call technician labs, registered technician labs, and registered doctors to go with their trip for the official activities. And they give the citizens there some lectures and informations and enlightenment in medical problems in the area. Also, they have their tournaments, their football, and so many cups. And OMSIS had made a portfolio for exchange, in which the student writes his name, student number, date, university and department, and the university he wishes to go to, and a department he wishes to visit. And they wrote that this portfolio to document the students' clinical sessions he attended there. And this design portfolio is assumed to function more than a logbook. This document was especially designed for the medical students of Omdurman Islamic University who are going to experience the exchange in African universities coordinated by GEMIX. In the same portfolio, there is a place for day and date and activity, subject, role of the student in that activity, and the supervisor has to sign his attendance. And they have association and link with the GEMIX, that is a global educational exchange in medicine and health professions, serviced by ECFMG. And this form of the regional network partnership with the GEMIX, ECFMG GEMIX financial grant application form. To this I will end. To see you in another session on accreditation. Find you in good health. Bye.